The Asylum Seekers Center in Chiasso, Ticino, on the Italian border. This is where the new arrivals submit their applications. They're here only for a few weeks before they're sent to other centers. Since the start of the Arab Spring, more people have been arriving. Some have been involved in fights, and one assault was reported, luckily with no serious injuries. But following those incidents, some local politicians have asked the federal authorities to close the center. Others have spoken in its defense, saying the cases of violence have been few and blown out of proportion. When we visit the center, it's hardly swamped by migrants.
How many people are in the center?
Actually, 120 people is living in the center. Normally, we have 34 people. I would not call it an emergency. The situation is good managed. I think this is a normal trend. Working here, I became aware about the fact that there are people that are more lucky and people that are less lucky. Of course, there are some differences between one culture and another, but the differences between people are made not from where they come from, but it's a personal thing, characterial thing.
Your character and inner strength are constantly tested when you're a migrant, maybe away from home for the first time, and imagining Switzerland as a paradise. Although most asylum seekers seem in good spirits and say they're treated well, this young man from Tunisia looks depressed. He says he's on a hunger strike to protest against racism.
J'ai fait un grève de faim parce qu'en Tunisie, on n'utilisait pas on ne fait pas le racisme contre l'étranger. On n'est pas ici. Alors,
His friends would like him to say more, but he refuses, although nobody at the center is censoring him.
Grazie.
اسبيت كلم مش نحكي معاه يدي انا ها يزي بوست
يحكي لها بالعربي
اوكي هو انا ما عنديش ما نحكي نو بارلا ايش ركزت معاه ركزت معاه يومين تو جاك رياض يحكي معاه يا رياض ايش احكي معاه
To prevent this sort of thing, and also to improve the relationship between the newcomers and the local population, the staff at the center try to keep the migrants occupied. In some cases, they lend a hand in the kitchen, or they help sweeping the streets and do other community work. There are times during the day when they're allowed to go out, as long as they leave their papers behind. But it's not easy for them to get to know the locals, or to be perceived as anything but a bunch of outsiders hanging around with nothing to do. This is why the Asylum Center sometimes organizes special activities where the refugees can meet the locals in a totally different environment. Today they're visiting the Vela Sculpture Museum.
Buongiorno. Questi signori fanno la visita con noi. They are coming with us and they also visit the museum, okay? So, please introduce yourself.
Buongiorno, sono Simonetta. Collins.
Yeah.
Bene. Sono Simonetta.
Sono Alberto.
Milena.
Inside the museum, they're asked to choose a picture and match it with a sculpture.
It's also an occasion to speak together about their experience. It's a universal language, the sculpture, the art.
So I choose this picture simply because this rosary and the lifting up of hand like this is a symbol of praying. So when I see this picture, I could remember the picture of Mary, the mother that gave birth to Jesus Christ.
William Tell and the football player make a similar gesture of victory. This is why this young man from Ghana put them together. He loves football, he says, but he was also traumatized by a football stadium stampede.
Because of that fight, people die from my country, Ghana. Yes, my city, Kumasi. Yes, people, there are plenty of people, my friends and my brothers. Yes, that's why I choose this book.
In a few weeks, the asylum seekers will have left the center in Chiasso. But maybe the memory of this visit to the museum will stay with them. Today, they did something to counteract the negative headlines too often associated with asylum seekers.